I am very pleased to introduce to you our first inductee of the evening, Dr. Lucy Freibert. For her service and leadership and her long-standing belief that education is the means to help people, particularly women, overcome oppression, we are privileged to welcome Dr. Freibert to the A&S Hall of Honor. A native Kentuckian, Dr. Freibert joined the Sisters of Charity of Nazareth in 1945 and began her teaching career in several Louisville Catholic schools. Taking summer courses, she earned a BA in English in 1957 from Spalding College and an MA from St. Louis University in 1962. After receiving her PhD in 1970 from the University of Wisconsin, she briefly taught at Spalding before joining the UofL English faculty in 1971. Over her lifetime, she has demonstrated excellence in scholarship and remained true to her belief that one must act on one's convictions to achieve change. As a true pioneer of women's issues and gender equity, she taught the first women's studies course at UofL, Women in Literature, in 1973. She was an early advocate for a university-wide sexual harassment policy, and she worked tirelessly for the establishment of the UofL Women's Center and the Department of Women's and Gender Studies. In 1985, she co-authored Hidden Hands, an anthology of American women writers, 1790 to 1870, the first anthology devoted to American women writers of that period. She also taught one of the first African-American literature courses and was an advocate for racial equality throughout her career. Upon her retirement from teaching in 1993, she was named Professor Emerita and later served in the university's Ombuds Service. She also continued to enrich the community as an active volunteer with the Pleiades Theater Company and women's organizations. She was a driving force in the founding of Project Women, Inc., now Louisville Scholar House, which aims to end the cycle of poverty by giving single-parent students the support they need to achieve a four-year college degree. Dr. Freibert has earned numerous honors and awards, including the university's Distinguished Teaching Award and the Mary Kay Bonsteel-Takaw Gender Equity Award. In 1991, she was presented with the Trustees Award in recognition of her contributions to and impact on student life. In 2001, the UofL Office of Community Engagement awarded her the Lifetime Community Service Award in recognition of her more than 50 years of community service. Dr. Freibert also donated to UofL's library more than 1,000 volumes from her personal collection, including first editions and personal correspondence with contemporary women writers. Described by former students as a steady and constant inspiration, Dr. Freibert was in tenacious pursuit of justice. Former student and chair of the Humanities Department at Midway College, Judith Hatchett, Dr. Judith Hatchett, states, "Lucy fought for women to be respected in the sacred halls of the graduate school, for the lost works of ignored women writers to be re-examined and appreciated, and for women's minds to grow and in turn influence others. In all her battles, she has succeeded. Her example has been a shining light to generations of students and faculty." When asked to provide advice to young women, Dr. Freibert offered these thoughts. Do the best you can to reach your potential. Society won't change until we get our roles straight as human beings. Stop thinking of yourselves as only preparing to do something. Do what you are gifted to do. Keep teaching by example. We're all very grateful that Dr. Freibert has followed her own advice. The college, university, and community at large are all better thanks to her work and her example.
Thank you very much. Dear friends and colleagues, thank you for inducting me into this Hall of Fame. Over the past 35 years, primarily because of the interest of faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, the people of Louisville have been privileged to enjoy visits from very famous writers such as Margaret Walker, Alice Walker, Mary Helen Washington, as well as from actors such as Juju Papier. Moreover, these people have often been guests in our homes, dinner guests, and luncheon guests. Because our students have become accustomed to talking with such creative artists and performers, they have fallen in love with creativity, and they have become successful, creative artists themselves. I'm very grateful to the students, and I have been privileged to teach. I'm sorry. I never tire of hearing from them. In 1973, when I taught women in literature for the first time, a young man dropped the course in the very first week because he thought it was unrealistic. A year later, he returned to take the course and succeed very well in understanding what it was all about. From this kind of experience and countless others like it, for this experience and countless others like it, I thank you with all my heart for making the Hall of Honor for Kentuckians, making UofL the Hall of Honor for Kentuckians now and in the future. Thank you.